So I turn up to interview Sir Peter Blake, and what happens? He gets a cold and can't make it. But guess who's here anyway? The Archdeacon herself, Jan McFarlane, and Andrew Ridout.
Her husband.
Come over here. We are looking at, is this the original?
Well, no, it's print thereof, isn't it?
Of Sgt. Pepper album by Sir
Yep.
Peter Blake. We know the drum skin in the middle, just sold for what was it, over $500,000? Collection of characters that are on the print of the album. Just anyone from kind of Groucho Marx to Albert Einstein.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing about that is that Hitler was originally in it, wasn't he? And then they took him out, which no doubt was the right decision. But I was never sort of really into the Beatles that much. I was more Zeppelin and Floyd.
Well, let's move along a bit, because there's a lot of Floyd a bit further along the gallery. It's getting louder, and there's lots of champagne around.
It's all fond memories of, teenage youth and all the rest of it, and listening to it on 8-track in cars and sort of late night stuff.
Tell us what we're looking at, Andrew.
Here we've got the old Battersea Power Station with a flying pig over it. And there again, it's just so iconic of Floyd and what they did and what they produced. And the guy who did their artwork just had sort of a good vision of doing something different that went with their music.
Look, facing us, what must be one of the most iconic album covers.
And the simplest of anything, isn't it? I mean, Dark Side of the Moon with a prism and the light going through and the light refracted through. You know, you can say, why is that worth so much? I mean, it's so simple, so basic, and yet it says so much, and it's so iconic of what Floyd actually did.
What do you think, Jan?
I'm just stunned by the whole exhibition, actually. It just feels like these people that we know so well from television are kind of looking at you from the walls.
And I'm now with Dave Hogan. Along this wall is a whole spread of pictures you've taken. Terrific one of Bowie. When was that taken?
I think that may be in the Isle of Wight Festival a couple of years back. He actually, about 3 or 4 days after that picture, had his heart attack. So, that's probably the last action picture, and he's not really played on stage since.
Next to it, a very interesting one, Madonna on the cross.
Madonna is somebody that knows how to steal limelight, whatever she does. I mean, there's 3 pictures of Madonna here. We've got Madonna and Britney Spears kissing, which stole the show at the MTV a few years ago. And then we've got Madonna at the Cannes Film Festival. She just knows how to steal the limelight.
There's some of your work here, there's a lot of Peter Blake's work, there are some other photographs as well.
It's just a fantastic rock and roll history. I think that's one of the problems we have nowadays. When you buy downloads, you don't get the artwork. No. So you look at this and you go, look at these Led Zeppelin covers, and you actually look closely at all the intricate detail. This isn't just a picture, this is a constructive piece of work, because every single centimetre has a story in it. I think there's a whole generation that don't have the vinyl, don't have this. They're going to download an image, but they've missed what people used to sit, listen to the music, read the lyrics, and look at the artwork. And I think there's going to be a whole generation out there that missed out on that. They're going to be talking to their grandparents going, what were records, what were album sleeves,
A triumph, David Coppell. It's a great exhibition, and you've extended the space here, haven't you, in St Giles?
Yeah, it was very tight. There was a lot of pillars and there was dark floors and it was a bit cramped, and now I've just brought it into the 21st century.
What was your inspiration for this particular exhibition?
Last year we did the Unseen Beatles with Frank Herman, and through that I was introduced to Peter Blake. And I was very keen to do a Peter Blake show, and this was the way we were able to do it, to tie it in with other photographers and other artists and make it a rock and roll show. I wanted to make it more than just Peter Blake, because now I've got 4 huge rooms to fill.